Back to Kenny Rhoda. Is Kenny back in the studio? Yeah, Kenny's back in the studio. Kenny back in the KennyRhoda.com studio. Right?
You got me?
Yeah, well, I still can't believe you don't have a sponsor for your studio yet.
You know, I don't know if I want to. Come on, look at that. I got Trestle right there looking over my shoulder. LeBron there, the Buckeyes
LeBron.
National Championship banner from this past season. Going to add another one this year. I like it the way it is, to be honest with you.
All right, I'm tempted to either do grade the team or let you guys talk Ohio State, Michigan. Michigan State, too. We can talk about that. Randy, since there are no rules on this show, what would you like to hear?
Proceed. What did you say before?
Well, we normally do grade the team at this point. Maybe I might just go through a couple subjects.
Look what I have, Andy. You see what I got here? Can you see that?
Oh, the Our-Lads draft preview. No, already, Kenny. Come on.
It's already out. Yep, they're already starting. So Browns fans, Our-Lads, OURLADS.com. If you want to start looking at next year's draft already, they've got the mini guides already up and ready since the Browns are at 2-4.
Can I just say this about Our-Lads? Nobody has depth charts faster than they do for the NFL.
Pretty impressive. It really is. If you want instant information on whoever your favorite NFL team is, and now they have depth charts for college football teams too, so you can see, if somebody's hurt for Ohio State or Michigan State, and the Big Ten, whoever you follow, they update them with the college teams as well.
Kenny, you've been using Our-Lads for about, 10 years now?
Oh, no, 19. We started with them in 98, right before the Browns came back.
Wow.
The late Jim Sabo was the guy that we got in touch with, and we've been using them since 1998, and they are phenomenal. Teams use these guides. The final guides leading into the draft, you'll see them on the team's tables and in the war room. That's how in-depth they are.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kenny, you're probably the one that turned me on to Our-Lads because I'm sure I was listening to your show, and then I use Our-Lads like every day. Every day.
Oh, it's the Bible. These are Bibles for me because they know more than I do. So I take their word and then help formulate my opinion through a lot of what they do.
Very good. All right, let's do a real quick grade between.
Well, no, here's my question. Yeah, I got a question here. Can I throw
no, you can't throw a flag on your own question.
You see that?
It should be a challenge. That was pretty good, Pierre.
That was nice. You can play DB.
Can I get a challenge flag, like a red one? Well, no, Sunday against St. Louis is your season on the line. Because you can dig out a 3-4, you can't dig out a 2-5.
All right, let's start with that question then. Kenny Rhoda, is the season on the line next Sunday?
Well, the season was over when they didn't make any serious moves in the offseason by General Manager Ray Farmer as far as free agency. That's when the season was over. So to me, they weren't a playoff team coming into this season, and at 2-4, they're not a playoff team. So it was over before it even started.
Season over?
I'm not going to say just yet. Let's wait to see next week. If next week they don't get that win, then the season is about over. I mean, they'll get a couple more wins, but our division is just too tough. Look at Kenny.
Kenny's got his book back up. The only reason I don't think the season's over is I was looking at the playoff picture today, and I don't know. The Pittsburgh's in.
So you got three teams already. You got Cincinnati, you got New England, you got Denver.
Right.
That's all AFC teams, right?
Right.
So then you got who else? You got the AFC South.
Right.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Let me give you my 6 teams. While I was waiting to come back, I put down my 6 teams in the AFC. All right.
Okay,
I got Patriots, Bengals, Broncos 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
Steelers 4, Jets and Colts 5 and 6.
It doesn't sound too far off. I gotta go. I gotta go back and look and see who the Jets.
Well, doesn't and here's the thing. I know we're down the road here. Does this thing spiral out of control quickly? I mean, because this can get real bad.
First of all, the schedule's brutal.
That's what I'm saying. This thing can spiral out of control real quick, and then what's going to start up again?
Here, let's do this while
you know it's going to start up.
Randy, I'll throw this back at you.
Yes.
All right, we're going to play here or not here, end of the season. Ready?
Okay.
Ray Farmer, here or not here?
Not here.
Mike Pettine, here or not there?
Not here.
Kenny Rhoda, Ray Farmer, here or not here?
Not here.
Mike Pettine.
Jury's still out.
Pierre Woods, Ray Farmer.
Gone.
Without a doubt.
Gone. Get him out of here.
Mike Pettine.
Keep him.
All right, let me throw this question at you. How do you keep Mike Pettine while firing a general manager? Because any general manager that comes in is going to want to hire their own coach.
And isn't that the problem we're having right now? Is Mike Pettine gets hired, 2 weeks later, guys who hired him gone. Farmer wasn't even in on those interviews with Pettine. So you're in that mess already. I get your point, Andy. If you're going to clean house, clean house. Don't do this thing backwards. Hire a general manager or hire a head coach. And we've been down this road before with Butch Davis. You hire a coach who's in charge of football operations.
Well, I have the answer, but keep going.
No, this is where we have a problem at, though, because the players don't trust the front office when they start firing general managers and coaches, and then they come back with a whole new regime. They got to find a whole new scheme and learn brand new playbooks. I mean, think about the guys that's been here for a long time. Joe Thomas, I know he's like, man, I learned like 3-5 different offenses in my time here. This is bull. I'm ready to go. Release me and let me go elsewhere where I can learn one offense. I know the coach is going to be there for a long time, and I don't have to worry about nothing.
Kenny, you have an answer? I have an answer. Go ahead. I'll give you my answer in a second.
You know what? Like I said, I think the jury's still out on Mike Pettine. I want to see what he does, if he can rally the troops over the last 10 games. I liked Mike Pettine from what I've heard. He wasn't their top choice. He was like their 4th or 5th choice. So if they were to fire him, it would not shock me because Jimmy Haslam, he was not his #1 choice. And a lot of it comes down to who's available. Who else is out there? Who's better than what you have if you're starting from scratch? And I think that's what you have to look at from a head coaching standpoint.
I think the easiest transition they can make, if you want to keep the head coach, is you keep Bill Kuharich here, who took over the team for the first 4 weeks. That's the only way it works, because if you bring in another general manager, you may as well blow up the head coach because you're already going to be on different pages. I think if you go to Bill and Bill becomes the general manager, the transition is seamless. You've already been there. Look how many moves he made when Ray was gone.
Yeah,
but
they didn't hesitate.
But that's Ray Farmer's mentor. I don't think he's going to buy that whole. I don't think he'd do that. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
He'll take the job. You kidding me? He'll take the GM job and kick his buddy out or his mentor out. It's cutthroat. You know that, Pierre, right? It's all about a business in the NFL.
It's a business. They don't care about nothing. Look what they did to Cam Haywood over there.
Yeah.
He fined him for putting Iron Haywood on his dog on eye black. That's crazy.
For his dad.
For his dad.
Yeah.
He passed away, and he's honoring him that way. And they said he can continue doing it, but they're going to still fine him.
My thing is, if a guy put love Jesus or love God, like, is that a problem too?
Yeah, no, it should be. If you're going to say that you can't do Ironhead, then I don't think you can do anything. It's the same thing with guys that want to wear
216. What if I put 216 on?
Nope, can't do that either.
The D'Angelo Williams thing is worse.
Yeah, that's why, and I agree with that.
Exactly.
I mean, D'Angelo wants to wear pink outside of this month. He had 4 aunts. 4 aunts die of breast cancer.
Including his mom.
And that's his 5th, his mom. 5.
And how many jerseys are the NFL marketing people selling that are the pink jerseys and the special pink bandanas and wristbands? I know they're giving money to breast cancer wearing, and that's great, but still, come on, you got to bend a little bit if you're the NFL.
Well, they're a business, right? Hey, you want to buy a pink jersey, that's on you. I agree with you. It's the business, but it's also the reason that, at some point the emperor's not wearing any clothes, and that's where they're going to start getting in trouble. The other issue.
Now I got a horrible visual in my head. Thank you very much for
Roger
that.
Goodell? You okay with that? I don't want to ruin your whole day.
Roger Goodell on that visual. Thank you very much.
Let me throw this last topic because we only got 4 minutes left, and we already know what grade the team is they lost. So,
yeah.
This is just kind of a wild thing. There was a story that I read 2 weeks ago that youth football is down, that not as many kids are playing youth football, and it's got to be because of the concussions. Are we in trouble down the road, Kenny?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely we're in trouble. How do you fix the game to make it safer? And if you're a parent, and I am, my son's 23, graduated from The Ohio State University, God bless him, but he didn't play football. I didn't want him to play football, and he told me after he graduated college, and he said, I'm thankful that you didn't let me play football because of all the things, that are going on right now, the lingering effects that, players have in that. So they're in serious trouble with youth football unless they can come up with a way to protect these kids better. Because you start taking pounding at a young age, and depending on what position you play, it only increases through high school, college, and the pros.
I totally agree with you. I think that young kids should just play flag football.
Good point.
Play, with equipment on until you get to high school. I played when I got to high school. I played street football. It taught me how to learn how to tackle with my head up. Because if you don't have your head up, somebody with their knee hits you in your head, you're going to get knocked out. And I played against older guys. They taught me how to be tough. The guys on the streets, they was like, look, man, if you don't make this tackle, if you don't do this, we're going to kick your butt. So you learn how to be tough by playing with older guys, with your older brothers, their friends, and things like that. And flag football teaches you how to get your feet work right, right?
Yeah.
And it teaches you different moves. Like Barry Sanders, he played flag football for a long time before he started putting equipment on. And I mean, he's, to me, one of the greatest running backs of all time. If he'd have had that line Emmitt Smith had, Emmitt Smith would have never caught him. Nobody would have.
All right, we got 1 minute left. Go, Ohio State, Michigan. Make your prediction now.
Oh, it's far too early. Injuries could occur between then, but I'll say Ohio State wins it. Let's go 30-21 at Michigan.
All right, so listen to this. This is what he said to me when I walked in here. He goes, I know Michigan State won, but Ohio State is scared. You know you're scared because they should have beat Michigan State.
Listen, before y'all play Michigan, you got to play Michigan State.
Right.
You guys are going to be looking ahead. Michigan State going to pop y'all. Then you got to come to the big house, and we going to pop y'all. Our defense is trill.
My rebuttal to that is Wisconsin, Alabama, Oregon, 3 consecutive weeks last year. They did it last year. They can do it again this year.
We going to see. Hey, listen, it's a different regime up there in the big house and at the University of Michigan. A square, baby.
Hey, I respect the defense. I have questions about the offense. We'll see what Jim Harbaugh has for the Buckeyes at the end of November.
All right, I put it up there. I'll do it one more time.
Final thoughts.
Give me a final thought, Kenny Rhoda.
Browns, nobody snatches defeat from the jaws of victory better than the Cleveland Browns.
Final thought, Pierre Woods.
We just have to do better. All 3 phases of the game. We got to clock management. Our defense have to tackle. We just got to do better.
Randy, nice job today. I'll give you a final thought. Go.
Thank you. Cavs season starts in a week.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'll give you a final thought if you want to do that. Since you'll go off the board, I'll be talking about the Browns for the next 4 hours on the radio. Let me tell you this. Kenny, you're a hockey fan, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
How awesome is 3-on-3? We were at the Monsters game on Saturday night, and they played Iowa. They had to go to overtime. It's 3-on-3, and then they go to the shootout, which I hate. But I'd rather have the 3-on-3 with a shootout rather than go straight to a shootout. I think 3-on-3 hockey is unbelievable. I have a better formula than just 3-on-3 for overtime that you would never have to do a shootout. But I absolutely love 3-on-3 to try to decide a game rather than a shootout.
I'm with you. I love it. I think it's great. I don't mind the shootout. If you can't keep playing forever in a regular season game. In the postseason, they don't do it that way. But for the regular season, I love the 3-on-3. I'd like to see it at every level if need be during the regular season.
Kenny, the best overtime that you can possibly watch, and I know people get over the top about ice time, 5-on-5 for 5 minutes, 4-on-4 for 4 minutes, 3-on-3 for 3 minutes, 2-on-2 for 2 minutes, and 1-on-1 for 1 minute. It is the most exciting thing in sport. I'm telling you, I've seen it in high school, and I've seen it in youth tournaments before. It is so much fun.
I wish I could skate because I would have played hockey, man. I've been a big black hockey guy that's out there trying to knock people out.
That's all right.
Pimp your coaching record. What's your coaching record?
Our coaching record is undefeated on 2 teams.
Coach Baskin.
We're doing pretty well. So.
All right.
And
Congrats.
I'm USA certified now. USA hockey certified.
Hey.
All right, that's it. Kenny, thank you very much. Appreciate your time as always. Kenny, plugs, go.
Yeah, WHBC, 1480 AM, WHBC, WHBC.com in Canton, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7, KennyRhoda.com. Follow me on Twitter at @KennyRhoda and OHIO.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Kenny. We'll talk to you later. Randy will be appearing at the Follically Challenged Stand-Up Comedians Club a little bit later tonight. Is that true?
It's a terrible disease. We're trying to raise money for it. Male pattern baldness is an epidemic all across this country. So.
Wow, already funnier than Eric the referee. It took him this one show. Come on, guys. We're out of here. Thank you.
Oh, man.